me. Still in bed.
What's through that door?
It's off limits to the likes of you.
I just wondered where it leads.
It's the old cathedral. There's nothing interesting in there. In fact, it's empty.
Why guard an empty cathedral?
I'm not guarding it exactly. I'm just standing here.
Preventing me from entering.
Yes.
Do you know the woman with the dog?
Oh yes, that's Mrs. Piermont, the richest woman in Union City. And the ugliest.
What's the best way out of the city?
There isn't a way out.
Then the inhabitants are no better than prisoners.
That's the price of progress.
Never mind. I ought to move that trash. It's too heavy to carry. Excuse me.
Hello, darling. I don't believe we've met.
No, I'm a stranger here.
I'm Mrs. Piermont, but you can call me Danielle.
Do you know someone called Overman?
Why, yes, I do. He worked with my husband, Professor Piermont. Why? Are you interested in Overman?
He was my father.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe you. Overman's only son died in an accident.
That was no accident, Mrs. Piermont. It was deliberate sabotage by security. My mother was killed, but I survived. And I've read a document which proves it.
Incredible! Your mother was a great friend to me. If there's any way I can help you, just ask.
How do I get out of the city?
Now, why would you want to do that? There's nothing in the gap but sand and savages.
But that's where I live.
Oh, how ghastly for you, my dear.
What's the mutt's name?
Well, really? He's not a mutt. His name is Spunky.
He looks just like his owner.
What do you mean by that?
He's no oil painting, is he?
Well, really? Spunky is my faithful companion.
I've got a little companion, too.
Oh, really? Where?
He's right here in my pocket.
And what do you mean by that?
It's the circuit board for my best friend. A robot called Joey. Never mind.
She's walking in circles.
The big guy's sacks are spilling their contents. Nothing I could use that statue for.
What's inside this door?
Won't open. That's probably because it's locked.
Darn. Sounds like the dementia commercial. Oh, from City Skylines.
It's too firmly rooted to pull up. The leaves are shiny and waxy. The leaves are shiny and waxy. It's too firmly rooted to pull up. Hello, who are you?
My name's Vincent. What's yours?
I'm Robert. You can call me Rob. Why aren't you at school, Vincent?
My tutor's malfunctioned. I tried to reprogram it to play video games.
Would you like me to repair your tutor?
Ah, I can do that myself. But then I'd have to go back to my studies.
What's that you're playing with?
It's my handheld games console.
Neat. What's the game?
It's called Fleecy the Lamb.
That sounds nice. What's the objective?
Torch the mutant psychos with your flamethrower and stop Dr. Mantis from butchering the orphans.
But that's horrible.
Yeah, I'd say better.
What other games have you got?
Not many, 'cause they're too expensive. They're smuggled into the city from Hobart. I've got Nobby, the platform game, Onan the Barbarian, and Revenge of the Deadly Dandelions.
I suppose they keep you out of mischief. Do you know a man called Overman?
No, Rob. Why do you want to know?
He's my dad.
Aren't you a little old to have a dad?
Last time I saw him, I was a little boy. I was taken away to the Gap.
The Gap? Oh, wow! I'd like to escape to the Gap. I'm tired of being told what to do.
Looks like Robert figured it out, and I was fast-sighted.
Do you know the woman with the dog?
That's Mrs. Pearmont, and she's a pig.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
Well, she tried to confiscate my console. She gave me a lecture and tried to force me to join the Junior Security Corps.
Don't wear out your thumbs. Don't wear out your thumbs. Excuse me.
Smart floral display. Are they real? What do you think?
They look kind of shiny.
Naturally. I've just varnished them.
Do you paint the flowers too?
This is Union City, not Wonderland. You obviously know nothing about plants.
Won't the varnish harm the plants?
Au contraire, Clever Dick. It filters out the crap in the atmosphere.
What are you doing to that plant?
I'm modelling a living sculpture. It's called topiary, and it's an art form.
What are those blue flowers called?
They're dandelions. Don't touch them!
They're pretty. But why can't I touch them?
Because if you do, you'll wet your bed.
I haven't done that for months. See you later.
Hey,
There's no reply. Maybe I could force it open with psychic energy. Or not. Far too heavy to lift. That's too big and heavy to carry. It's pivoted in the middle, like a seesaw. A pallet of bricks suspended from a pulley. Shut tight. Doors are unremarkable, but this one has a certain je ne sais pas. Court closed. See link for news of forthcoming attractions. It's a little man carrying a log. Nothing I could use that statue for. Excuse me.
Hold it. Your membership card, please.
I don't have one.
This is a private club.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You do now. Piss off.
Smart shoes.
Oh, thanks. You can tell a lot from a man's shoes. The design tells you what kind of man he is. The way he cares for them tells you where he's going.
And what he's trodden in tells you where he's been. How do I join the club?
You have to be sponsored by an existing member. It's a most exclusive establishment, frequented only by those with the proper credentials.
You mean people with money?
No, people with credit. There's a world of difference. People with money think they can afford not to care. People with credit know they can't, but don't care anyway.
What goes on in the club?
If I was to tell you that this club provides recreational facilities par excellence for a clientele with elegance and taste, I'd be lying through my teeth.
You just said it was exclusive.
Oh, it is exclusive, but seedy. The reason people come here is the cheap booze, and the fact that it's off limits to security.
Do you know anyone who'd sponsor me?
What about old widow Piermont? She used to come here, years ago. If you chatted her up, she might sponsor you.
See you later.
I'm not expecting that. At least she's not too terribly hard to find.
Excuse me. Would you sponsor me for the club?
If you're really Robert Overman, I'll sponsor you. But I don't want to visit the club. I'll call the manager from my apartment. Oh, come to Mummy, Spunky. Oh, come to Mummy, Spunky.
That elevator's not big enough for all three of us.
Hello. Who is this?
It's me, Robert.
Come right in, Rob. Welcome to my humble little home, Robert.
You know,
I remember you as a baby, Robert.
I've grown a bit since then.
I'm sure you have.
You must have so many questions to ask me.
Yes, I have. Is my father still alive?
I've not seen him since my husband's funeral.
What a magnificent occasion.
I wish I could have stayed until the end.
You walked out of your husband's funeral?
I had no choice.
Poor Spunky hates cathedrals.
All that incense and droning makes him bilious.
No sooner had I got him outside than up came his breakfast.
It's a good thing he didn't chuck in church.
Don't interrupt, darling. Well, when I got back, they were all gone. Congregation, choir, coffin and all.
What was the professor working on?
Didn't I tell you?
Helmut was the designer of Link. It was his dream,
But he died before it was realized. Your father became the project leader.
So my dad was responsible for Link?
yes, he stepped into Helmut's shoes. Link reached completion on the very day you were born.
From then on, Richard changed.
He spent more time with Link.
Than he did with his wife and baby.
Why did my mother try to escape?
But she did her best to cope. But she wasn't the same after Richard's
Rejection. The authorities never approved of her marriage either.
because she came from Hobart.
Eventually, she decided to return home.
So the bastards had her killed.
You're overwrought, Robert.
Would you like some paracetamol?
I don't want analgesic. I want answers. Why didn't you want to visit the club?
The memory is too painful.
Did you go there with the professor?
Yes,
We met in a club. Oh, he was a
handsome young graduate. And I was a flower in my first bloom. He plucked me from the garden of innocence.
I see what you mean. The memories are painful. Are you gonna sponsor me now?
If that's what you want.
I'll telephone the manager and make the arrangements. This won't take a moment.
Is that Mr. Coulston?
Danielle Piermont here. I have a friend I wish to sponsor.
None of the buttons do what you'd expect them to. Nothing I could use that statue for. If I pick up the bowl, the contents will slop all over my hands. It's full of biscuits and dog drool. It's an ancient Greek statue made of fiberglass. It's another of those easy-to-program machines which select the record time and channel at random.
That was unexpected.
Those little kittens are so bright, unlike some pets. None of the buttons do what you'd expect them to. It's another of those easy-to-program machines, which select the record time and channel at random. Now that looks comfortable. I better not sit. She might take advantage of me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Hello, Mr. Overman.
How did you know my name?
You're a member now, sir. It's my business to know all our members.
Can I go in now?
Certainly. But you're in for a disappointment.
How come?
It looks smart with the lights turned low, but in daylight, it's a flipping toilet.
Never mind. Excuse me. Hi. Mind if I join you?
Well, hello yourself. They call me Babs.
Pleased to meet you. See you later.
Oh, don't count on it.
Excuse me. Can I have a drink, please?
No chance.
Why not? Hush, Rose. Hi. Mind if I join you?
Good afternoon to you, Mr. Overman. What do you think of the club?
The bartender won't serve me.
That's because you're a probationary member. Don't blame Barry. He's only doing his job. The liquor laws have been tightened since last year's Babysham riots.
Hey, get on with the game, Colston.
All right, no need to get excited. I'm Colston, the manager of the club.
Pleased to meet you. Excuse me. See you later.
Oh, don't count on it.
Hi. Mind if I join you?
No room. Can't you see we're playing cards here?
Yeah? Can I join in?
Sorry, this is a private game.
Who's winning?
I am, of course. It's like taking candy from a baby. Only babies don't dribble so much.
How do I get out of this city?
Are you sure you want to?
Yes, I'm positive.
Maybe you should think it over. You could get to like it here.
How do I get out of this city?
Can you see I'm busy?
I'll take your turn for you.
And lose the game for me?
You're gonna lose anyhow.
Don't be so sure, Gallagher. I've got something up my sleeve.
I knew you were cheating.
Well, so are you.
Oh, nothing. Never mind. The select button isn't lit. Pressing the buttons doesn't achieve anything. They look really happy. Or stoned. Do you know Stairway to Heaven? There's no sign of a lock or a card slot.
Hello. Who is this?
It's me, Robert.
Come right in, Rob.
Let's just try it. Oh, you know what? Hold on here. Witch also.
The door has an old-fashioned lock on it. The door is too sturdy to break open with a crowbar.
Old-fashioned. Nope, bag. Okay, those are plastic. There's only one key I know of.
Excuse me. How do I get off this level?
Well, I hear there's been a crash. So access to High Green is cut off. You'll have to use the elevator.
Mind if I look around?
Since you're a friend of Lamb's, you can go where you like. But I'd stay clear of the reactor if I was you. Unless you're wearing some protection.
Excuse me. What can you tell me about the council?
I used to think they did a great job. But since they promoted Lamb, I've had my doubts.
Do you know a guy called Overman?
I don't think so. He certainly doesn't work here. I'll have to search you again.
You're wasting your time.
Well, you don't appear to have stolen anything. Thank you for your cooperation.
That's not right.
Nothing interesting in this locker.
Austin, you really don't need it. F5. Save game.
It obviously doesn't open manually.
Check.
Defuse.
Never mind.
Ah, there we go. Oh.
It's attached to some bricks via a pulley.
And I just need to put something on it.
That's too big and heavy to carry.
Okay.
Hello. Who is this?
It's me, Robert.
Come right in, Rob.
Dog biscuits unplugged. Oh, here we go. Oh, here, oh, wait. There's the dog.
What was that flashing noise? Where has Spunky gone? Officer Blunt, come and help me, quickly.
Just for a second, you scared me. But you're only dummies.
And
They must have switches to activate them somewhere. Damned if I'm gonna look for them, though.
great, a body.
His skin is cold, like plastic. You don't look so healthy. You should get out in the sunshine. This place is spooky. His skin is cold, like plastic. The wheels are locked in place. Oh no, not her, not Anita. He doesn't have any eyelashes. Her skin is burnt and blistered. Yo, that's horrible. There could be something useful in there. Wouldn't you know it? It's locked. A ventilation shaft. Better keep away from the edge, or I'll get sucked off.
Certain that there will be something more in the cathedral. Come on.
They must have switches to activate them somewhere. Damned if I'm gonna look for them, though.
Last time I can read on something about the middle door. Oh.
The power in those things gives me the willies. If it wasn't for the heat shield, I'd be frazzled. It's an ID card, minus the security logo.
I think I'm going to close this.
It might be old, but my coat is cool. Okay, this is gonna get weird, really weird with that. It's the link internet.
If that's you, Rob, listen carefully. You're the only one who can help. I was supposed to make contact with an agent from Hobart. Trouble is, the rendezvous was in a park on ground level. And now I'm a dealing, I can't get there. The agent's name is Eduardo. I don't know how he'll get to Link, but beneath the city there are tunnels. The remains of the old subway. That could be a way in. If that's you, Rob, listen carefully. You're the only one who can help. I was supposed to make contact with an agent from Hobart. Trouble is, the rendezvous was in a park on ground level. And now I'm a dealing, I can't get there. The agent's name is Eduardo. I don't know how he'll get to Link, but beneath the city there are tunnels. The remains of the old subway. That could be a way in.
Okay. That's annoying. Now I have to go down to the old subways. Subway. Into the security office. also did that. Yeah, I got the dream. No need to go back in there for a while. I'm gonna be a proficient speedrunner of this yet. I say that right as I screw that up. And so I'll mention I'm talking to the gardener. The gardener who knows
Excuse
nothing
me.
about plants.
See you later. Excuse me. See you later.
Okay. Up to the link interface. I wonder. That's tuning fork worker.
If that's you, Rob, listen carefully. You're the only one who can help. I was supposed to make contact with an agent from Hobart. Trouble is, the rendezvous was in a park on ground level. And now I'm a dealing, I can't get there. The agent's name is Eduardo. I don't know how he'll get to Link, but beneath the city there are tunnels. The remains of the old submarine. That could be home.
I don't know why I'm doing this.
Excuse me. I've got something for you. Can't stop. Too busy. Excuse me. See you later. Excuse me. I've got something for you. Can't stop. Too busy. Excuse me. I've got something for you. Can't stop. Too busy. Excuse me. I've got something for you. Can't stop. Too busy.
Look.